First tonight, shattered dreams and a Gloucestershire property developer who's disappeared with some serious questions to answer. Time for a spot of detective work. Inside Out investigations can take you to some of the most exotic locations in the world. But mostly they mean long hours on stakeout, much closer to home. I'm here just outside Dursley. We've tracked down a property developer who promised his customers a place in the sun, but left them hundreds of thousands of pounds out of pocket.
I would like to think that he would be made to feel like he's made myself and others feel, but quite clearly he has no conscience.
He's a complete fantasist. He's a pathological liar. I have nothing but contempt for the man.
We visit the homes in Cyprus where the luxury lifestyle sold quickly fell apart.
What we were promised was a dream home, but we got a nightmare site instead.
Adrian! And I tracked down our missing businessman to Gloucestershire to finally get some answers.
Why haven't you paid back the money you owe?
A hotel resort near Paphos in Cyprus, but these Brits abroad aren't here for a holiday. They're meeting a Cypriot lawyer to see if they can get any money out of a property deal gone bad. And it's not good news.
The director of the company has vanished. He's certainly not in Cyprus. Don't rely on money coming from him.
Jonathan Barnett came to Cyprus 6 years ago looking for a retirement home for his father. Here at Choletria, he thought he'd found the perfect place.
This is where I was hoping to have my dream home, just up there on the ridge, overlooking the dam behind, and it was going to be my home to share with my father during the winter months. And just look at it now, nothing but complete rubble.
Jonathan had bought off-plan, paying more than £200,000 up front to a company called MDE Nest Homes Limited.
Well, I first became suspicious when he failed to remove rocks that were on the site, and the land didn't appear to have been levelled, and the property was no way was it going to be ready for June 2005.
Jonathan has been trying to get his money back ever since.
It's been a complete and utter nightmare. My father has extreme anxieties about it, obviously. He's lost his winter home here, he's lost the money we've put into this, and we see no end in sight.
Jonathan isn't alone. April and Stephen Greenhalgh also paid Nest Homes up front.
Probably around about £70,000. Really, under the contract, if they don't fulfil, if they haven't fulfilled their obligation, we should have got that money back. But as it is, we've probably lost it forever.
June and Alan Ainsworth are owed more than €250,000, some of which they handed over in cash straight from their savings.
What really hurt me was they knew we was losing our daughter to lung cancer, and they kept fobbing us off as money. Our money was going to be coming. There was a deal going through there. And I think to be so cruel in that respect as well, it just made me realise these men have no hearts.
This is the man who sold them the dream, Nest Homes boss Adrian Mills.
He gave you the impression he was a real top businessman. In a way, a perfect gentleman, really.
Those who bought homes from Mr. Mills say he claimed to be a former army officer and even a bodyguard to Princess Diana.
I thought, you know, the man's held a Queen's Commission. I can't do anything but trust his integrity, and I was so wrong, really.
Adrian Mills did appear to have some success as a developer. This house is at Nata, not far from Choletria. But for Tom Owen, living here is far from the dream promised.
The main problem we had when we got here was when we had heavy rainfall, this bank was just slowly sliding down. We was supposed to have had retaining walls right along here, this bank here, and another one up on the bank there, but they never materialised. Further down the site, he's got a monster wall behind him. He's had it dug away, and that is still falling now.
An independent surveyor who visited this house in 2007 declared the site unsafe. Nest Homes has never completed the project.
If you're building on a site, you start with roads and walls first, but somehow this was back to front, and then this is what we're left with, this mess.
One buyer who had a lucky escape was Anne Hinton. She cancelled her contract when she saw and filmed the state of her home as it was being built.
And here we have at least 3 inches of water.
And the smell, it's disgusting. That's mould, that is. You've even got it down here.
The site at Nata, for me, I'd take a bulldozer and I'd bulldoze the whole lot down and start afresh, because anything that's done is just a botch on a botch on a botch.
Anne was one of 4 Nest home buyers who eventually won a civil court judgment against the company for more than €1 million. They've been chasing the money ever since.
It's caused relationship issues, family issues, my poor health, and that of my family.
Adrian Mills did agree to pay Jonathan Barnett back, but he issued cheques that never cleared, a criminal offence in Cyprus.
At the day of the hearing, he never turned up in court. Another warrant for his arrest was issued, but it never got executed because he fled the country.
Adrian Mills is now nowhere to be found on the island. He's even left his former friends out of pocket.
What percentage of your 100,000 you're going to get back? You may get 50%, 20%, 70%.
Also, let me just add. You didn't say 100%.
I doubt it.
That's the one I was looking for.
Bernie Bohe made a series of personal loans worth tens of thousands of pounds.
I'm disgusted with the way that he's treated me. Absolutely disgusted. Me and my wife. You know, we were good friends to Adrian Mills. We done what we would do for any genuine friend, and we have been treated like rubbish.
We've also discovered tens of thousands of pounds paid by the buyers went directly to Adrian Mills himself, sometimes in cash.
Where has that money gone? Where is the record? Where is the accounts? Where's the books? Where has that money gone from all those people?
We've tracked down the one man who can answer that, thousands of miles from Cyprus in a Gloucestershire village.
Adrian Mills doesn't have a permanent address in this country at the moment, but we know he's staying in this house just down here. All we need now is for him to show up.
So we wait, and wait, and wait.
Adrian! We've been talking to a lot of people who say they are still owed a lot of money by you.
That's correct. I'm also owed a lot of money by the local authorities. I'm not having a camera in my space.
Well, we've come to talk to you because you won't talk to them.
They can talk to my lawyer.
But you promised to build them homes, and at the moment it's just a building site.
If you put the camera down, I'll talk to you.
Well, no, we want to talk to you on camera because you won't talk to them.
I have tried to talk to them.
You haven't paid them back, though.
No, because
you've been writing cheques that bounced.
That's true, because I didn't get the money from the project. I'm not pleased. Put the camera down.
Are you a con man or just a very bad businessman?
I'm certainly not a con man by any means. Bad businessman. Maybe let's say I'm too trustworthy. I trusted what somebody told me. I followed what I was told by what I thought was professionals, architects, government bodies, and I was let down by those parties.
In a statement we've since received from Adrian Mills, he says the developments in Cyprus weren't completed because of delays by the planning authorities. He denies he ever claimed to have been in the army or a royal bodyguard. He says all the money paid by the buyers was used solely for company business. But that will come as scant consolation to his former clients, who now face an uncertain future.
The one thing that Adrian Mills could do is to stop hiding from the authorities, come back to Cyprus and face the consequences of the actions that you've put us all through here.